Hey fellow YouTubers, this is Captain Sinatra coming at you an early summer morning here on the Space Coast. We're heading out to the Mosquito Lagoon and the sun is just starting to break over the horizon as we're making our way to this boat ramp. There's nothing quite like watching the sunrise while knowing a day of fishing lies ahead.
So let's hurry up, let's get to the ramp, unload, and get out.
First thing I do while showing up to the boat ramp is I make sure there's no gators, because if any of y'all have fished the Mosquito Lagoon before, there are some pretty big gators. Second of all, we make sure we load all the fishing rods, life jacket, throw cushion, all that, and then we're ready to go. Today we're going to be fishing on my personal favorite, which is the 15.4 high sider made by Ginu. This is a awesome small skiff for one person, max two. Floats in inches of water. I have a 9.9 Yamaha on this thing, and it tops out around 19 to 20 on one person. Two people is about 15 fully loaded, so it's not bad. It's not gonna get you there super fast, but the big perks of this thing is it floats in literally 2 inches of water. I mean, it's crazy. Other than that, I put the EVA foam in it. I got it on Amazon. I'm too cheap to buy anything like SeaDeck related. But it works great for the money. And after putting that in, I realized how the noise canceling worked so tremendously for this boat. The perks of that for sure. After putting that in, you could just see that walking around the boat, you couldn't hear it echoing as much in the water column. It was great. So definitely great for the money. And rail guard definitely needed for grabbing in these boats. I would highly recommend anyone that buys a Ginu, you need to get one because you're going to fall out otherwise. You have a tower in the back, also manufactured by Ginu. It was a great little short tower you can sit on while driving, and also put the EVA film on that as well, and it was great to add that. And then extended tiller for that 9.9 is recommended for sure because it's kind of hard to drive and turn sideways. It's easier you can just sit forward and drive, and even stand as well, which is what I do. And then I have the little 30-pound thrust by Minn Kota. It's a freshwater version. It has some paint chipping off it, unfortunately, but for the few years I got the use out of it for $100 at the price point it was, it's been a great trolling motor, and I have had no issues with it. You can go up to a 40-50 pound thrust for these Ginus, but honestly I think a 30-pound thrust is perfectly fine for these boats. They're so small. And then for my push pole, I have a Stiffy push pole. I'm not exactly sure on the size. I think it's a 15 or a 16 footer. It's great for this Ginu size and not too overall long or anything. And that's pretty much it. And I have a GPS, of course. It's a Garmin. The only reason for it is to keep speed, and occasionally using it for a fish finder and some deeper holes and stuff is cool, but it's more just for the speed to see how fast I'm going. Upon arriving to the first spot, I did notice quite a bit of finger mullet schools, which redfish, trout, snook, and tarpon, they all love the big schools of finger mullet, especially the fall mullet run coming up. I did see a couple of nice size redfish coming down the bank, and I did get to throw the fly at one of them. The fly I was using today it's called a gurgler. It's a top bar fly, and it's kind of like a chug bug style. It has a little bit of deer feather at the back of it, so it keeps it straight. This redfish did eat it, and unfortunately the hook pulled at the last minute, but I did get a good fight on it, as you can see. The second fish was a decent sized snook in the canal. As you can see in this video, he unfortunately got scared, and it's hard to see with their color with the murky-ish canal water, but I did get to identify what it was. This last fish here was a definite tailing fish. It's kind of hard to see in the video, but I tried to get the fish to eat, but unfortunately it didn't cooperate. The last part of the trip was this cool area called the impoundments. It's basically a culvert pipe system that connects to another body of water behind the Mosquito Lagoon, and duck hunters use it a lot for duck hunting. It's got abundance of fish in there. I was able to walk over this little bit of land mass and to fish the next area of water, which is called the impoundments. A lot of juvenile tarpon were in there. It's pretty cool, but they didn't want to cooperate that morning. And I did get a bunch of ladyfish on fly, which was pretty cool. So thanks for tagging along here on the Mosquito Lagoon. If you enjoyed this trip, make sure to subscribe and like. Stay tuned for more days of chasing fish with a fly rod.